Ah, sweet. So, if you're not familiar with what's going on, Titanfall 2 has just been revived for like its 5th consecutive time. After being plagued by server connection issues for months, Respawn's favorite and EA's least favorite janitor decided to take a smoke break and fix the servers. And it's honestly a little surprising they let that happen because it seems like EA has done everything in their power to make sure the focus stays on Apex instead.
No, maybe a janitor came by or something.
A janitor?
Yeah.
A fucking janitor! You're a dumb fuck! A dumb fuck!
Now, Titanfall has a theme for kind of just sitting one foot in the grave unless there's a price drop or some potential news about Titanfall 3 drops. In this case, Respawn dropped an update that fixed the servers and patched some cheesy camping spots, additionally releasing some numbers in the patch notes that kind of sorta nudge us in the direction of believing that they haven't abandoned Titanfall. If you've watched any recent videos about this, they've probably told you that on launch, Titanfall was sandwiched between Battlefield 1 and Infinite Warfare.
It was a trap.
I know. Tell me about price.
And despite this, the game sold over 4 million copies, and critics really had nothing but good things to say about the game. Over the years, price drops and revivals of hope have kept the player count well in the thousands, and even at its lowest point, veterans of the game just refuse to let it die. So here's where that leaves the game. As of September 21st of this year, no new info about Titanfall 3 is dropped, but the update alone and previous references to the game in Apex Legends, like in Season 9, have kept players on their toes, waiting for something to happen. With the sudden surge in popularity, new people are picking up the game, and YouTubers who haven't played it up until now collectively agree that it's extraordinarily well made.
This game is generating an audience, and people seem to like mech games again.
Yeah, Titanfall 2, it's up, it's alive, it's kicking.
First of all, I have to say everybody was right. This was probably one of the funnest games I've ever picked up, and
So, in terms of a new installment, that's really all there is to say for now. For new players picking up the game, the core mechanics are easy to learn, and the single player does a good job of teaching you everything you might need to know. The story itself is arguably one of the greatest storylines ever released for a campaign to date. I mean, sure, there's a collective 3 broken guns you'll use in rotation, and you'll have to get used to the Prestige 100 players flying across the map at Mach 10 speed, but other than that, it's a pretty fun game. So, for new players, here's a few tips. If the game launches perfectly fine for you, then you're off to a good start, but if you use the EA app, I have a resource for you. Try the Fuck Off EA app. If you've tried using the EA app for more than 40 seconds, you'd know it's an absolute abomination that fails to function at every step, so the links in the description should help you get sorted. Anyway, when you launch the game, a lot will be locked behind level requirements. You should have some credits to start out with that'll let you unlock stuff early, and keep it if you decide to regenerate, which is this game's version of Prestige. The best guns. If you move around a lot, which is the entire game, use the car. It has insane hipfire accuracy, paired with fast reload, gun runner, grappling hook, and you're set. If you're good at tracking a player's trajectory, use an energy weapon and pair it with phase shift, so when you inevitably miss, you can run away like a coward. Then uninstall. If you've never felt the warmth of a woman, use Spitfire and Particle Shield. It's virtually impenetrable, and its duration is longer than any of your relationships. Then uninstall. If you had dreams of joining FaZe when you were 14, use the Kraber and pair it with any ability you want. It's basically entirely dependent on you not missing your first shot, because otherwise you'll probably lose the gunfight if your opponent isn't an amputee. Titan weapons. Don't be like this guy.
Yeah, I think a reason why people don't really like this game so much is because of this right here. Look at how many Titans are on the field right now, and I have to compete against this. This is insane. Why am I supposed to?
If you find yourself in a situation with 4 Titans tucked in a corner, the Thunderbolt will send them to the Shadow Realm, and once you unlock it, it'll pretty much be the only thing you use unless you're in an open map, in which case, the Charge Rifle. Titans. If you like to shoot and want insane survivability, pick Monarch. If you like to get shot at, pick Legion. If you like to get shot at while you're on fire, pick Scorch. If 6 out of 10 of your fingers don't work, use Tone. If you like to shoot people from far away, pick Northstar. If you like to stab people up close, pick Ronin. If you're a Titanfall 1 veteran who just got out of prison, pick Ion. Alright, that's about everything you need to know to get started, and all the news so far. Okay, bye.